Hi, my name is Mornay Swanepoel. Welcome to our first series on combat athletics, which is going to give you a whole bunch of new ideas for your gym training. In this series, we're going to expose you to functional fitness, which is specifically there to enhance your performance as a competitive athlete and for those who want to obtain a fighting fit body. Enjoy. In this combat athletics series, you're going to get exposed to various exercises. My whole idea is to try and give you as much as possible. So in this series, I'm not just going to do 3 or 4 exercises. I'm going to try and put as much as possible on this DVD for you. What I'd like to explain to you is how you're actually going to use this, because you're obviously going to see many exercises, and you're going to wonder how you can implement this into your training program. So what I'd like to share with you is, as a normal fitness expert or as a person that just goes to the gym to improve their fitness and health, we will look at how you're going to implement that into your training. And then for those combat athletes that actually want to become fighting fit, that actually want to train like cage fighters. Let's first look at the fitness aspect of it. What I'd like you to do is, obviously you stick to your same gym training routine. You're going to view this DVD, and then what you're going to do is you're going to try and take some of these exercises and implement it into your training wherever possible. You'll see that this DVD will also start off with some warm-ups, which I would strongly, highly recommend. I see many people go to the gym and they just start training immediately. Okay? You have to start warming up properly first. The reason for that is, first of all, to prevent injuries, and second of all, to get maximum performance out of your training session. So go through the warm-up exercise, make sure you go through, there's a stand-up warm-up exercise and there's a ground routine. You decide which one you enjoy and obviously vary it. The more you can put change into your routine, the better. A lot of people become gym fit. They go in, day out, do the same routine, and they become gym fit, okay, with no progress. You want to try and stun your body in the sense of you want to expose it to various exercises, not the same thing week in, week out. Right, so what you do with these exercises for the normal guy that goes to the gym, what I'd like you to do is, you can either start with repetitions. Most people do 8 to 10 or 12 repetitions, okay? Depending on your goal. If you are fitness orientated, okay, let's say you want to lose weight, then you try and do as many repetitions as possible, okay? We start off with 20, 30 repetitions if possible. If you're somebody that wants to do strength, then you add more weight to it and you do slower, more controlled or explosive repetitions, okay? Then you take away the high repetitions and you do only 10 to 12 repetitions. The other aspect that you can do is you can add a time limit to it. Instead of doing repetitions, you can add 30 seconds or 1 minute time limit to it, which means you're going to try and do as many as possible in 30 seconds or 1 minute. What you can also do is, again, you decide which exercises you enjoy or which ones you feel that are easy for you to start with, and you slowly build in and you add on to your program, the everyday gym program. When we get to the MMA fighter scene, then the training routine is going to change a little bit. In the sense of, for MMA fighters, we're looking at rounds. Okay? Most of the MMA fights, we're looking at 5-minute rounds, which means the guy needs to be busy for 5 minutes, and then there's a 1-minute rest, and then he's got 5 minutes again, 1 minute rest, 5 minutes. Usually there's about 3 to 5 rounds on professional MMA tournaments. So exactly the same. You can take one exercise if you wish and do it for 5 minutes and take a minute break and then go to the next exercise for 5 minutes. I would recommend that, because you go through so many different levels of fighting in that 5 minutes for a cage fighter, that you take 5 exercises, you do them for a minute each, and then you take your minute break. And then the next round you can either take, depending on how many exercises you know, you can take the same 5 exercises, do them again, a minute first one, the minute the second one, minute the third one, for 5 minutes, and then take your minute break again. Once you build up the scope of all the various exercises, then what you can do is take your first round, the 5-minute round, do 5 exercises with a minute break, and then the next round, the 5 minutes, you take 5 different exercises. What's great about these exercises, not just for the cage fighter or the MMA athlete or the combat athlete, but also for the person that wants to build up total fitness, is most of these exercises zone on the entire body. So it's not just isolating the bicep, it's not just isolating the legs, the entire body comes into play, which is great for total fitness. I really hope you gain a lot of benefit out of this DVD series, and make sure that you get all 3 out of this series, because all 3 is covering different aspects in total combat athletics.